Hi, my name is Ty Burhoe, and I've been in the music industry since about 1988, 89. And around that time I met my teacher Zakir Hussain, who I have been learning hand drumming from India, the tabla, since that time. And I also dabble in other percussion and guitar and things like that. Part of my training with Zakir was also tour management, so probably from 1995 onward, every year I've been his tour manager for all the different collaborations he does, whether it's Shakti or Masters of Percussion or the duet shows that he does, the classical Indian infusion. These days he's doing a lot of stuff with like Dave Holland and Chris Potter and people like that. So it's really great for me to work with a wide range of musicians. And I met Tyler probably 2004, and I met Tyler because I was working with my friend Mickey Houlihan on my first project with my little indie label, Tala Records, and I had basically finished that first record, which was Bill Douglas on piano, Kai Eckhart on bass, Steve Smith on drums, and I was playing tabla. And I was walking from one end of my studio to the other in my socks across carpeted floor, and I went to grab my hard drive, and an electric shock went between my fingers and the hard drive, and lo and behold, it erased the entire hard drive. And of course I only had one copy of the project. Brilliant, but I learned my lesson about that. And Mickey Houlihan said, I don't know how we're gonna fix this, but there's a guy who's interning here. His name is Tyler Seufer, and he might be able to dig out some stuff. So we gave the hard drive to Tyler, and he went in there, and several days of maybe even a week or a little more than that of him digging out little bits of data from the hard drive. We were able to save the album, and that's how I met Tyler. He saved my booty. So ever since then I've worked with Tyler pretty extensively on all my projects. He's helped me with all of the albums on my label, especially with mastering and some finish up polishing of the tracks and things like that. But he's also helped me with live sound quite a bit. And I remember my friend Steve Smith coming to me, because I was tour managing, and that's where I met him with my teacher. And he was asking if I could come out on the road with him and help with his tour. And I couldn't. I was probably with Zakir. And so I said, well, gosh, I know this guy who I think he might be perfect for you. And it was Tyler. So I hooked Tyler up with Steve, and Steve was over the moon happy with how Tyler did on all fronts, behind the scenes, during the show, everything. And so he started being his main guy for touring, which is fantastic. And Tyler's not stopped since. He's worked with so many people, and he continues to be accessible to me, which is great for me. One of the wonderful things I find about working with Tyler is that his personality is very open. He's a great listener. I get the sense that he really does want to listen to the music from our perspective, and I think he makes efforts to listen the way that we want to listen, and that changes from artist to artist pretty dramatically. So I think that quality is also installed into his company, and really there's so many aspects to touring. You've got everything from, you know, renting the vehicles to drive, getting the plane tickets, doing the routing, the contracts, you know, getting along with people on the road, hotels, and you know, then you've got the load in and the load out of the gig. You've got the gig itself. There's the live sound. There's lighting. There's so many things. There's the stage management. There's the relations with the staff and the people. So, you know, I think Tyler's doing us all a great favor by setting up a company like this, and I think giving it a quality that we all really crave in our careers. So here's to Tyler, and I'll see you around.